Hey guys, I'm Erin and I'm going to teach you about Seint makeup. This is a cream-based makeup. It is totally customizable. It is known for a 3D foundation. So we're going to use 3 different colors, contour, a main highlight shade, think of that as your foundation, and a brightening highlight, as we like to call. Think of it as your concealer. We're gonna add a couple little extras, some lip and cheek, a little illuminator, a little bronzer, and you have a full 3D foundation look in just a few minutes. So I'm just gonna use my fingers today to apply my colors. These all go in a paint by number spot. So then you blend and it becomes one single layer of makeup, and that is the beauty of this because it makes your skin look youthful. You don't have layers and layers and layers on. And of course, it is all customizable. So you're gonna build your own palette. You're gonna pick all your own eyeshadows. You're gonna pick all your own lip and cheek colors. So no more waste, and you can melt these down as you use them, and you will use every last little bit. So let's get started. I'm gonna start with my contour first. I'm gonna dip in with my finger. I'm going to apply my contour in a few places. We're gonna put that at the top of that forehead in a rainbow shape. We're gonna find our cheekbones and kind of see where this natural shadow is. And I'm going to put my contour right in that spot. It's okay to go slightly above. You don't wanna go too low because we don't wanna get it in this facial hair region. You can put some under your jawline if you have a little bit of a jowl that you want to conceal. So we're just gonna swipe that. We're gonna give it time to warm with our skin temperature. I'm gonna do my nose contour last because that's the way I like to do it. You can totally do it right now though. Next, I'm gonna go into my main highlight shade. So that's the color closest to your skin. How do I find these colors? I will actually color match you and tell you what is going to match your skin tone the best. So that's the only part of this process that is not you picking. I'm putting that color in the bottom half of my face. We like to refer to that as your beard area. In the middle of the forehead, right underneath that contour. I like to put some in the middle of my under eye. So if you have a lot of fine lines or a lot of discoloration, you're gonna wanna use your main highlight shade here. I'll put somewhere in my nose where I have a lot of discoloration. So it's gonna give you your most coverage out of all of these 2 shades. So if you have discoloration or you have fine lines, use your main highlight shade there. Last, I'm gonna go to my brightening highlight. So I'm gonna put that at the outer corner of my eye. It's gonna help kind of lift my eyes. We're gonna pull that towards the hairline. We're gonna put some of that at the inner corner, so where we don't have any colors. Again, on this side, you can use this color to put on your eyelids to kind of help blend in any discoloration. That kind of helps create a eyeshadow primer as well. I'm taking that same color in between my eyebrows and slightly above. That same color right down the center of the nose. You can put a dot on your Cupid's bow and a dot in the middle of your chin, and that's it. So I'm gonna blend these colors together. My favorite kind of multi-purpose brush that you can't go wrong with is your blush and bronzer brush. So we're gonna start with our light colors first. We're going to start pushing this into the skin. We don't wanna do big swooping motions. We just wanna push. It's going to spread out those dots or those smears and become one single layer. So it's gonna meet that next spot and blend together. So again, this cream makeup has had a little bit of time to warm with your skin temperature, which makes it easier to blend. If your house is very cold with air conditioning or winter, and you feel like your colors are a little bit stiff, you can always warm them up with a blow dryer for just a few seconds. So again, pushing those light colors in. And then last, we're gonna go to our contour. So I'm gonna start with my jawline, kind of buffing this in. On the jaw contour, and kind of pull down. The rest of them we're gonna kind of pull up. So I'm kind of just flicking with the side of my brush. I'm gonna pull that back towards my hairline, kind of just spreading that out, softening that up. Again, kind of pulling back. And then forehead contour. I like to kind of press and swirl to kind of get that to spread out, soften up. We're gonna pull it back towards our hairline if you have light hair, you're gonna wanna pull that back so you're not getting makeup in your hair. And that is all blended. We're gonna do our nose contour. Push that in. So I like to take my ring finger, go into my contour. I have some on my finger. Rub that with my other ring finger. Find it, meet on your nose, and pull down. That's kind of a foolproof way to kind of blend or get that to go evenly on your nose. So I'm using like just the side bristles and just kind of flicking towards the center. Again, we just want to spread that out and soften it up. Excuse me. And then what I like to do is dip into my brightening highlights, that lightest shade, with my ring finger. Just get a touch, a little bit on my finger, run that right back down the center, and then bounce that off to make sure that center stays nice and bright. We don't want our contour to meet. So we want that dimension that's going to bring. Fix my eyebrows. Okay, let's do some cheeks and some bronzer. I'm gonna start with some bronzer first. So I'm gonna take my big fluffy side of this blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just kind of flicking my bronzer, getting a little bit on the tip so you can kind of see a little bit. We're gonna put that on the top of the cheekbones and the sides of the forehead. You can dust your nose, you can dust your chin. And I'm just going to blend this in with that same brush. We're gonna make sure we get our neck. So go ahead and dust back into that. Hit your neck because we want that to be the same color as your face. If you need a little bit more coverage, I'm gonna take my main highlight shade and press into that. If you have any blemishes, again, discoloration, your main highlight shade is going to give you the most coverage. I'm gonna add some lip and cheek, so I'm using some Desert Sunset here. This is a nice kind of glossy peach, neutral shade. Couple dots on my cheeks, right above that contour line. I'm gonna take that same brush, and I like to kind of tap it in and then swirl. So again, it's kind of spreading those dots out and then swirl them together. And last but not least, we're gonna add a little bit of cream illuminator. So cream illuminator has a little bit of shimmer. It's just going to catch the light and bring that last layer of dimension to your face. So tapping that on the tops of the cheekbones, put a little bit on your Cupid's bow, so any kind of high point of the face. Nose, down the center of the nose, and put a little bit at the inner corner of your eye. You can put a little bit under your eyebrow peak. It's gonna help kind of make them look a little bit more arched. And then of course, I'm gonna go back to that same brush and just kind of tap that in. And that's it. So from here, you can do eyeshadow. You can make this completely a custom look, or you can be done with this and add a little bit of mascara and be done. So again, these are magnetic tins. When you're done with a tin, you pop that out and you replace just that one color. So no more waste and totally custom. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.